Hey, so you're driving along, and suddenly this weird code, B311000, pops up on your Chevrolet's dash. Kind of makes your heart skip a beat, right? Well, don't sweat it. Today we're going to crack that code together and figure out exactly what your car is trying to tell you.
So if that's the code that's staring you in the face right now, you are in exactly the right place. And I've got some great news. This is usually not a big deal at all. In this quick explainer, we'll break down what it means, and more importantly, how you can fix it.
So here's our game plan. First up, we're going to decode what this thing actually means. Then we'll dive into the number one most likely cause. After that, we'll explore what to do when it's not the battery. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a super simple troubleshooting checklist for you.
All right, let's get right to it. Section 1. So, what on earth is your car trying to say with this B311000 code? Let's go ahead and translate that cryptic message. And here it is, the big reveal. Almost every single time, code B311000 is just your car's polite way of saying, hey, the battery in your key fob is getting low. That's it. It's not a major engine problem, it's just a simple keyless entry warning.
Now, here's a pretty interesting little detail. Your car is actually quite patient. This code doesn't just pop up the very first time the signal is weak. Nope. It only triggers the B311000 code after it's received a low battery signal from that same key fob 3 times in a row. It's been trying to give you a heads up.
Okay, this table right here is basically our roadmap for the rest of this explainer. It lays out the 4 potential causes for this code and exactly how to fix them. We're going to start with the most likely one at the top and work our way down the list. Easy enough, right?
All right, let's focus in on the main event, the single most common reason you're seeing this code. Because honestly, 9 times out of 10, this is all you're going to need to do.
So before your mind starts racing and you start thinking about complicated wiring diagrams or expensive trips to the mechanic, just remember this. It is almost always just a weak or dying battery inside your key fob.
And the absolute best part? You probably don't need to call a mechanic. Replacing a key fob battery is a quick, super cheap, and really easy fix you can do yourself in just a couple of minutes. Okay, but what if you already replaced the battery and that annoying code is still there? Now what? Well, don't worry. Let's dig into a few of the other, less common things that could be causing the issue.
So if a new battery wasn't the magic bullet, our troubleshooting journey has 3 more stops. First, we're going to inspect the wiring. Then, we'll check the programming. And finally, we'll test the transmitter in the key fob itself. First things first, take a look at the wiring. You'll want to look for any wires connected to the keyless entry system that look damaged, frayed, or even corroded. You know, that kind of greenish-white, crusty stuff. If you see anything that looks out of place, you'll need to carefully repair that wire or replace the connector.
All right, next up, it could just be a software glitch. It happens. Sometimes the programming for the whole keyless entry system just gets scrambled. The fix for this is to simply reprogram the system. You can usually find the step-by-step instructions for this right in your owner's manual.
And finally, if you've tried absolutely everything else, the problem might just be the key fob itself. It's not common, but the transmitter can fail over time. If that's the case, then you'll simply need to get a new key fob.
So, we've walked through all the possibilities, from the super common to the pretty rare. Now let's pull it all together into a simple, clear checklist to get you on your way.
Here it is, your clear path from problem to solution. Start with step 1, replace the key fob battery. It's the easiest, cheapest, and most likely fix. If that doesn't do the trick, then you can move to step 2 and check out the wiring. Still no luck? Try step 3, reprogramming the system. And only if all of those fail should you even think about moving on to step 4, which is replacing the transmitter.
So there you have it, the B311000 code totally demystified. See, it's not so scary once you know what it is, you know what it means, and now you have a clear plan to fix it. So, you're armed and ready to go. The only question left is, which step are you going to tackle first?